We all know that a good cleanser is the foundation for a great skincare routine. But which out of the many different options is actually right for your skin type? Hi, I'm Dr. Anne. I'm a medical doctor with a passion for skincare that works. On this channel we explore the science behind skin and we do quick reviews so you learn to pick exactly those products that work for your individual skin concern. So if this is something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. If you ever stood at the drugstore and wondered what out of the plethora of different cleansers is the one that you need to buy, you're not alone. What the heck is the difference between a balm, an oil or a cream cleanser, and which one do you need? So today I'm going to talk you through the 10 different kind of cleansers so you know which one works best for your skin type. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know how to determine your skin type, I have a video that I'm going to link up on the screen. The first kind of cleansers are micellar waters, and I need to go a little into details here because you might have heard that cleansers do use surfactants. Surfactants are little particles that are able to combine water and oil so they don't separate like they usually do, and that means they can help the water that you wash your face with remove the oil instead of being repelled and just leaving all the oil-based makeup, sebum and gunk on your face. So you need surfactants, but you may have also heard that some surfactants are pretty irritating. Well, not all of them, and micelles, lending their name to micellar waters, are basically little balls of surfactants that when applied to a cotton pad put their little oil-loving tails outside, away from the cotton pad, so if you swipe over your face they attract all the oil and remove it. That makes them great to use if you don't have a sink where you could wash your face, or if your skin is more on the sensitive side and you really need a gentle surfactant for cleansing. But beware, just one quick swipe with a micellar water won't do it. You will need to go over it several times so they get the chance to actually bind all the oil and grime. And if I could, I'd personally always rinse my face in the end, because even if it's a gentle surfactant, it's still a surfactant and I really don't like that staying on my skin. The second type of cleansers are foaming cleansers, which usually start off as a gel or a cream and really lather up when they come in contact with water. They are often used as a second step in a traditional Korean double cleansing and are set through the foam to be able to penetrate inside the pores and lift off dead skin cells for a mild exfoliating effect. Not all foaming cleansers are harsh and stripping, but they are the one that most often are. So it's very important that you check the ingredient list and see which surfactant is responsible for the foam, because sodium lauryl sulfate, which you probably have heard of, SLS, is the one that is most commonly used and can be really stripping. These are usually designed at more combination oily and breakout prone skin. Then there are gel cleansers. Some gel cleansers can be foaming cleansers, but not all gel cleansers foam up when used. But similar to the foaming cleansers, they're really lightweight and more designed toward combination oily skin because they're really refreshing and feel lightweight on the skin. In my personal experience, they're usually better designed to clean the skin than to remove makeup, so I tend to use them as morning cleanse or as a second cleanse in the evening for my combination skin. Cream cleansers are more on the creamy side. Quite a surprise. They focus more on moisturizing, hydrating ingredients. Other names are cleansing lotion or cleansing milk. They're usually designed to be very gentle, non-stripping but hydrating, and can be used to cleanse the skin and remove makeup at the same time. They are designed for normal to dry skin and acne-prone skin, because despite what's common knowledge, acne-prone skin really benefits from gentle treatment, so a gentle cleanser. Then there are oil cleansers, which work on the principle that like attracts like. So an oil-based cleanser is best to break down oil-based makeup, waterproof sunscreen and all the sebum that is on your face. Oil cleansers are oils paired with surfactants. You won't get the same effect if you just rub some olive oil all over your skin, because these oil cleansers are designed to emulsify when they come in contact with water through the added surfactants, which means that they first bind the oil and then rinse off without leaving a film on your face. So they can basically be used by every skin type, even oily skin type. They are non-stripping and they're really effective, so I really enjoy them for a first cleanse, especially to get rid of all my sunscreen. Then there are balm cleansers, which are basically solid oil cleansers. They have a similar formula but are much more convenient for traveling. You need to get them out of the pot and warm them a little in your fingers, but once you melt them a little, they turn into an oil that you massage on your skin, bring in contact with water, it emulsifies, it rinses off, your skin is clean. Again, non-stripping, very nourishing. Then there are clay cleansers. Despite the name, the Pixie Rose Cream Cleanser is basically a clay cleanser. Most are on the basis of a cream cleanser but have added clay. Why? Because clay, as you know from clay mask, is said to attract and bind sebum, so they say that it's best to get rid of any excess oil on your face. Most clay cleansers will claim that they will suck the oil out of the pores and thus remove the gunk from inside the pores. I don't really think you get that effect because a clay cleanser is not that long on your skin. I'm not even sure if I get this effect from a clay mask, but I'd rather use a clay mask if I want that effect. But I still like them in the morning, especially in the summer when I'm really sweaty and I feel just like they get every bit of my face. They are more designed for normal to oily skin. If your skin is very dry, you'll probably find them stripping. Then there are powder cleansers, which are usually among the foaming cleansers, but with the difference that you have a powder that you put into a little bowl or your hand, then you add water, lather the thing up, and then apply it to your face. The benefits are you have less packaging, so you create less waste, and the ingredients stay fresh because they are in powder. So if you, for example, have vitamin C in this form of cleanser, you do not need to worry about it losing its potency over time because you make it fresh every day. The only downside for me, and this is why I don't have one to show you, despite being a cleanser lover, as you might see, is that I find them a hassle. Yes, they are fresh, but you need to mix them, and I just don't have the patience for that. But if you enjoy the process, they might be great for you to try. Then there are bar cleansers, which experience a comeback, and don't be afraid. If you think like I do about bar soaps that we had as children that are stripping as, these are different. These are basically solid cream cleansers. So they are very gentle, focus on hydrating ingredients, and you just apply them all over your face after you wet your face, rinse off. They are great because you require very little packaging and they last a long time. Just be careful if you have acne-prone skin. There are some that are targeted at acne-prone skin and then contain microbeads, which is a physical exfoliation, which I would not personally recommend if you have active acne. I don't have one. I can't tell you why. I might get one soon. If you have any recommendations, leave them in the comments. And yeah, that's bar cleanser for you. And then lastly, cleansing cloths or microfiber cloth. The principle behind microfiber cloths is that these are plastic that is melted and then pressed through really little holes. They're much tinier than you can see, and that this increases the surface that you have. And the more surface they have, the more dirt they can bind. So you need no to very little cleanser. You just use the cloth and rub all over your face to remove the makeup. Great if you want to reduce the amount of cleanser that you use, because that's waste and all goes down the drain. And you can use them over and over again. So you use them, you throw them in the wash, good to go again for many hundred times. They do come with downsides though. First, you need to be aware that this is an act of physical exfoliation. So rubbing the cloth all over your face might lead to irritation if you do it morning and night. Second, they are made from plastic. So with every wash, they lose microplastic that is then going through the waterways into the ocean. And as we're getting more and more aware of the dangers of microplastic and the pollution that it creates, people want to reduce that. Now you have to see for yourself if the reduce in cleanser usage is more important to you than the reduce in microplastic by not using them. That's a personal decision that you have to make. I still have a few that I use occasionally because I don't think that I want to throw them out. There are bamboo alternatives, but you need to be really careful and look what you're purchasing, because I have seen a few that claim they're a bamboo microfiber cloth, And there is a certain amount of bamboo in them, but the majority is still microplastic. So you may think that you are saving the environment, but you actually just fell for some marketing. So which is the cleanser that you are going to use in the future? I'm going to link a few videos that I think you might enjoy, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye!